Before we start the Zwift race, I just want to tell all of you that I'm not only gonna be doing Zwift content from now on, I'm also gonna do some other cycling content of course, but because I do have some exams right now, this is the most convenient way to still post some videos. So without further ado, let's go enjoy the Zwift race, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. Alright, so we're back again with another Zwift race, but first of all I want to say thank you guys for watching my last two videos as well as you did. It really means a lot and it really pushes me to keep putting out content, so yeah, thank you. So yeah, this was a pretty basic Zwift race, 26 kilometers, one decent climb in the middle of it, but for the rest pretty flat, so a pretty standard Zwift race. This race was done on the 1st of January, so yeah, you can see the important questions being asked here. But yeah, it was a pretty chill start actually for a Zwift race. I think not a lot of people were interested in going in the break because there was a big climb coming up. However, in this part of the race, a few guys wanted to get away. And because there were multiple guys in it, I didn't want to let it go. That's why I tried to push a little bit of power to not let those guys get away and be able to get an advantage over us. So that's what I did here, push a little bit to close the gap. And slowly but surely we came back together. So all in all, yeah, I did what I had to do, and a few guys helped a bit as well. And this was also where we crossed the finish line, where we will later finish. I didn't know it at the time, but yeah, small detail. Right here, one guy wanted to get away from the rest of us, and because he was alone, I don't think a lot of people were interested in trying to close the gap as fast as possible, because I think, if you're alone on this parkour, it's not really an advantage. So it's better to stay in the pack a bit and save a little bit of energy. I didn't want to let the gap grow too big, so I did some pulls at the front as well as some other guys, so the person in front would not get like a minute of head start on the climb, because that would be a bit too much. So here the climb starts and immediately the powers go up by quite a bit. Especially from a few guys, they really dropped a lot of watts at the beginning of the climb. Not sustainable, but yeah, I think it was a tactic of them. Yeah, I just did a pace that I thought I could hold until the top. It was definitely pretty tough, but yeah, you see a small group forming, and that was basically the group that we tried to get away with and push until the top of the climb. I'm using my feather weight right now because it was a steep section, and I think it's always smart to use it in a steep section. It doesn't need to be the last section of the climb per se. But yeah, just use it in a section where it has a lot of benefit. And trying to cool down is very important in these races as well, so that's what I try to do always. Always pushing around 5 watts per kilogram, so definitely a tough climb for me. It was really at a high level. My heart rate is at 195, 194. My maximum is about 200, so yeah, I was definitely in the red. But we're getting close to the top. You can see the top on the little profile, so I'm not gonna give up before we reach it. I want to get over this climb with the first guys. So yeah, right now at the real end of the climb, it's getting really hard. My heart rate is going to 196, 197, 198 even. I'm giving everything I have, really digging deep right here to get over the top with the first guys. This was almost a full out effort, but I held on, so that's the most important thing. Here we reached the top, finally. That was definitely what I was thinking. So yeah, glad we reached the top, and now it's important to recover as good as possible in the downhill. You can see the heart rate came down a little bit, but after that we started pushing a bit more again, and my heart rate is at 190 again, so I'm definitely not comfortable right here. But I know it's only like 11 more kilometers to the finish, so we're just gonna keep pushing, keep holding the wheels, not letting anyone go, and then try to win the sprint in the end. Yeah, again, cooling down where I can, also drinking of course, don't always show that, but I do it as well, very important. And I was always, pretty much at the front end of the group, just checking that no one was gonna try to get away, or no little groups were gonna try to get away. Here, 2 guys tried to get away a little bit, but a good thing that there were more guys that saw that and that closed the gap with me together. So basically we all know it's gonna be a sprint. Yeah, but of course you can't drop the power to 100 watts, because then the guys that dropped on the climb will come back. So we're trying to maintain a decent power. Right now we entered the last kilometer, so this is really getting ready for the sprint, because we all know the sprint is gonna happen. I have a featherweight power up. It's not the best, but I'm still gonna use it. Cooling down one last time, and then I all of a sudden was at the front of the group. You don't want to be in the front before a sprint, so I dropped back a little bit, as you can see right here. So that was a good move. So I'm trying to not be the first one that starts the sprint, but yeah, move through the pack a little bit. But I'll just let the sprint play out and you can watch it for yourself. Yep, second place. So of course I'm happy with the result that I finished in the front group and I did a good sprint, but of course to get that close to the win, it's a little bit disappointing to end second. However, when I checked the results, I noticed something. My watts, my average watts per kilogram are the highest of the whole top 6, top 7, top 8. And it can be looked at as something positive, that I had a good level in the race and that I pushed the highest watts overall. Yeah, relative of course. But yeah, if you want to win races, it's important to use your energy wisely and to spare as much energy as possible. And I don't think I did a good job with that during this race. Of course, there's moments on the climb where you always have to push, no matter how much you weigh or if you're in the front or in the back or behind people. It's always hard. But there were a few moments in the race where I did a lot of the work myself, where maybe I could have waited a little bit or let someone else do some more work. And maybe my sprint would have been a little bit better then. That's a lesson I'm gonna take with me, is that it's not always important to control the race fully yourself. Sometimes you have to gamble a little bit. Maybe I should have let those 3 guys go in the beginning of the race, or maybe I should have waited to let someone else try to close the gap and not just do it myself. Especially on Zwift, there's always a random factor because you don't know how good the guys are that you're racing against. You only notice at the end of the race. There's power scores and everything, but still there's a lot of variation in it. It's not always important to do all the work yourself or to try to always be at the front of the group. It's okay to be at the back of the group. Just be patient, hold the wheels, don't do anything stupid, and then try to go for the win by doing something that you're really good at. So I think that if I spared my energy a little bit better, I could have done a better sprint possibly and maybe taken the win then. So that's the lesson I'm gonna take from this Zwift race. So again, a Zwift race I learned something useful in. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.